Welcome back to our channel where literature comes alive. In today's episode, we journey back to the 14th century to meet the man who transformed English writing forever, Geoffrey Chaucer, famously known as the father of English literature. Let's explore how Chaucer elevated English from a humble dialect to a language of poetry, art, and intellect. The 14th century was a time of great change. England had endured wars, plagues, and political unrest. Latin and French dominated literature and official life, while English, the language of the people, was considered rustic and unrefined. It was in this world that Geoffrey Chaucer emerged, a diplomat, a courtier, and a poet with a bold vision, to prove that English could express the depth and beauty of human experience just as powerfully as Latin or French. Before Chaucer, most serious poetry in England was written in French or Latin. Chaucer chose to write in the East Midland dialect, which later evolved into modern English. By doing so, he gave English literature its authentic voice. His use of English wasn't just linguistic, it was cultural. He captured the rhythms of everyday speech, the humor, the wit, and the emotional depths of real people. Chaucer's literary career was rich and diverse. His early works, like the Book of the Duchess and the House of Fame, show his fascination with dream visions and allegory, themes common in medieval poetry. But his true masterpiece was the Canterbury Tales, a collection of stories told by a group of pilgrims on their way to Canterbury. Each pilgrim, from the knight to the wife of Bath, from the parson to the miller, represents a different voice, class, and personality. Through humor, irony, and sharp observation, Chaucer created a microcosm of medieval society, making the Canterbury Tales not only a literary work but also a social document of his age. Chaucer's contribution to English literature were revolutionary. He established Middle English as a language of literature. He created lifelike psychological portraits of his characters centuries before Shakespeare. His use of the frame story, stories within a larger journey, influenced writers for generations. Chaucer popularized iambic pentameter, laying the foundation for the rhythms of later English poetry. His works brought realism, humanity, and humor into literature, qualities that made English poetry vibrant and relatable. Chaucer died in 1400, but his influence never faded. He proved that English could carry the weight of great art, that it could sing of love, laughter, virtue, and vice. From Spenser and Shakespeare to Milton and Dryden, every major English poet has walked the path Chaucer paved. He gave English literature its identity, and for that, he will forever be remembered as the father of English poetry. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into Chaucer's world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of classic English literature. Thank you.